Next up, we go over to the cut page. The cut page is a very useful tool to trim your clips very fast and efficient. So the first thing I always do is drag all the clips that I want to spot or I want to trim inside the timeline. So by doing that, just highlight everything and just drag it over to this section. DaVinci Resolve will create a timeline for you. Now in the cut page, there's a couple ways you can check what kind of settings or what kind of timeline you have just created. So go to the timeline here, right click, and then timeline settings, and then you'll see that DaVinci Resolve created an HD timeline because I have selected that in my preference window. You can also create a UHD preset, but that is for another course. So if you want to change this, you can uncheck this box and just scroll through all the different resolutions and then just click it, okay, and you're good to go. Now it's an UHD timeline. You can also go up here, and if you press this drop down menu, you can quickly select a different resolution, such as square, portrait, full HD, and UHD. Very useful. Also, if you're doing stuff for social, but you rather edit in a UHD format, you can set up save guides over here. Press this button, and then, for example, if you do a story for Instagram, press this one, and you see exactly what will be in the frame and whatnot. Very useful. All right, so let me uncheck this, and then let's go over to the timeline. You can scroll either with your mouse if you have a scroll wheel that goes left and right, or you can just drag the entire timeline. All right, if you have downloaded my keyboard shortcuts, let me show you how you can install them. Go to the top left corner, to DaVinci Resolve, keyboard customization, go to the top right corner to the three dots over here, import preset, and then navigate to the file that you've just downloaded from my website. And then it will say DaVinci Resolve VES. That is it, right? If you want to switch back to your regulars, you can just click this drop-down menu and go back to DaVinci Resolve. But, I worked a long time on these keyboard shortcuts and they really work. All right, so the keyboard shortcuts that I use most are the W and the E key. The W key will ripple delete everything from the left to the right from where the playhead stands, and the E key will do exactly the opposite. So if we have the playhead over here, for example, and let's say we don't want this part of the image, we just press W and it will delete everything from the playhead up to the left. Yeah. So if we go to the end of the clip, let's say, this is where we want the clip to end, we press the E key and everything from the playhead to the right will be deleted. Very useful. So this way you can just navigate through your clips very fast. What you can also do, if your computer can handle it, is press the spacebar to play and press the L key to play it faster. If you do this and you use 6K footage, I highly recommend you go up to playback, timeline proxies, and then quarter resolution. This will tremendously increase the speed your laptop or your computer can play heavy files. So this is the normal speed, and if I press L once, it will speed it up twice. So if you have a lot of footage to go through, that will be a very good step to speed up your workflow a little bit. All right, so that is it for the cut page. Let's continue to the edit page.